Hello, my name is Rob Garner. I'm a computer programming instructor, and today I'm going to talk about statements in Python, and specifically statements versus expressions. So, statements, an example of a statement is, for example, x equals 3. And when we say x equals 3, we notice if we run this in the Python interpreter that it doesn't actually display a result after that. It basically, what the interpreter does is it executes this statement and it will put 3 into x, but this statement doesn't really evaluate anything that needs to be displayed, so it doesn't display anything. Expressions, on the other hand, for example, if we were to say this, if we just put x actually will evaluate by itself, will evaluate to whatever was stored in x, and it will actually, the interpreter will, you'll notice, will display the value 3. Essentially, an expression is something that evaluates to a value, and if Python doesn't do anything with that value, it says, well, I'll just echo it to the command line so that the user can see it. Similarly, if you say x times 2, it will say, well, x is 3, so I'll multiply that by 2, that's 6. I'm not doing anything with it, there's no statement with it, so it just displays it from the interpreter. And you'll notice if you then were to put x again, it would say that's an expression, it's 3, so it displays 3 again. This expression didn't actually change the value of x. All it did was just evaluate to some value. So similarly, there's one exception to this rule, which is that the print statement is actually a statement. But when you execute this print statement, you'll notice that in the interpreter it actually displays a value, unlike a normal statement. And that's because print is a statement that basically says display this result to the main output device. So normally if you evaluate something in the interpreter and it displays a result, you'll know that it's an expression. If it doesn't display a result, you'll know that it's a statement. And why is that important? Well, what we'll find later on when we actually start writing programs rather than working at the interpreter, we'll see that the expressions we write when we write it in a program actually won't display to the screen. The only way you'll display things to the screen, or the only way that things will display to the screen when you write a program is typically through a print statement. So if you don't say print, it'll evaluate it, but it won't display to the screen when it's a program. When it's the interpreter, it will display it. Thank you.